Hi folks, I'm thinking of doing another sort of watery scene, but with a different sky. I want to try to put in some sunsetty colour. I've wet the paper first, and I'm just leaving it to sort of soak in. This is a £90 weight paper, very, very good quality. But I'm waiting for it to sort of, I'm trying to clip it so that it's dead flat. That's pretty good. Right, so usual raw sienna. That's just probably just a little bit too deep. So I'm going to put a blue top over this. This is wet painting, but not quite because I've left the water to dry into the paper. But it's as good as. Right, now the blue. This all dries lighter as you come down. There's a little bit of blue in there. What might be the water area. Right, now into that we'll put in some bit of red, bit of yellow. I'll just go up with that. So open the whole lot. I'll put a bit of alizarin in there as well, and a bit of yellow. And while that's all nice and wet, you can sort of do a lot with it. Okay. Now that is going to dry lighter, but what I'm going to try and do in a moment is to just lift out a bit of sun with a dry hake. So we'll put the sun not in the middle, keep our focal points away from the middle of the paper, but we can put a bit lower maybe. Right, just a little bit of lifting out there. It's going to dry back, or the paint's going to dry into the dried bit. That's okay. Oh, I've got to be bothering here. It's got a little bit hard there. See if we can just take that out a little bit. Well, we'll have that a bit darker over the top, I think. Let's have a bit of alizarin in there in that blue. Just a little bit darker. I'm experimenting with this one. Now, got that horrible hair there. Let's see if we can just nibble that off. That worked well, didn't it? Flicked. do. Now that's just dried off a little bit again. Let's get that. I don't know if I'll cover this up and I'm going to put some trees in that background. Right, okay, let's give that a dry, I think. So I'll mute the sound. Right, you don't need to have any colours like cadmium orange or whatever. You just mix them with your cadmium yellow and the red. I think the colour's a little bit darker actually in the painting. So let's just take a bit of that brightness out. Yeah, that'll do it. It's quite a very bright day in London, bright and cold. Right now, with my medium Ron Lantern Hake, lovely brush, I'm going to put in some trees, just using sky colours. Don't need a lot of water on this rough paper. Well, sorry, you do need quite a bit of water on your brush because of the roughness of the paper. So the sun between the trees. I've always got a bit of rag, very handy, just to take some of the excess moisture from the brush. I'm just imagining whether you would actually see, looking into the sun, the actual trees in the middle there. But I'll put some sienna in there or something. Just carry these trees over. The hakes are wonderful brushes when you get used to them. They're tricky because of the amount of water they hold right to the end. Okay. Not very straight along the horizon. Just a bit of raw sienna in. Right, okay. Now, while that's drying off, I'm going to put in some base of some salt marsh. I'm going to use Frank Clark's large hake. This one here. It's not as wide as the Ron Ransom one, and it's the shape of it is different. It's thicker here, and it's got a slightly beveled edge to it, and quite feathery. So it's not really suitable for doing straight lines, but really good for texture. So let's have a nice bit of warm texture here. Holds a lot of water. Be warned. Plenty of colour on the brush here. Yellow, blue, sienna, just to give a nice texture in that foreground. Bit of marshy stuff. My paints are a bit soggy because they've been in the Stay Wet palette since Saturday. Oh, we'll have a bit of yellowy stuff in there. So a nice bit of scrubby stuff on here. Right, just a few of those bits out. Get the brush in the water. Find my plastic card in the melee. Always one. I'll just see if I can lift out a couple of when you do this, you need to have darker paint, but just a little bit of texture. Right, no more than that. I'm going to go back into the distance now and just add some nice warm sienna, bit of blue. You have to be careful with this brush because you don't always know what the when you put the left hand bit of the brush corner in the brush, the right hand corner also goes in as well. So have to be a little bit careful of that. Let's get a bit of blue in there. Just straightening out that horizon there. Right. Right. Just drag some of that colour down into here. Nice, it's good, with a good bit of dark, sort of greeny colour from the adding a bit of blue to burnt sienna. Okay, a bit more rich in there, I think. All right, now what? Dried off. I was sort of going for atmosphere here rather than anything like brilliant painting or anything. I'm going to bring a tree up into there. So, oh, headphones off. Right. Right, okay. This is sort of abstract painting. I will lift out a bit of that colour. This is just a little bit damp still. But I want to put in, using back to the big hake, and we'll put in some, could put an island. Let's put an island across there. Eh? So, bit of burnt umber, bit of sienna. Well, it's got to be darker than that. Right, got a good dark in there now, greeny dark. Okay, so that counter trench is just about against that background. So we'll now put in some heavier trees. I'll go back to the small hake. We'll have nice autumny colours or winter colours, but quite silhouetted. Bit of Payne's grey on that side. And we can put some trunks in there. Right, and we'll do some on the other side here. See how it works out. Right, the hake. Now, do I go higher or lower? But if I go up from there, I'm going to have to go fairly high. So let's go up here. Too dry, too wet. See this, you've got to have that control over the water on it, otherwise you'll fill up the holes in your rough paper and it'll be a shame. Right, a bit more sienna in there. Then we're going with a bit of Payne's grey. Shadow. Right, now that's well, would I dry? I should dry that really, but I'll just go along here with the. No, I'll dry it. I'm not going to mute your sound, so will you mute it yourself? Ready, go, and I'll wave my hand across when I'm ready. It's because I'm using the Logitech webcam plugged into my new tablet, and I can use the speak or the microphone on the webcam, and I can mute on the screen, but it's a bit tricky. Doesn't quite like to unmute. Right, so headphones off. Right, okay. Right, I'm going to use the rigger now. I use my rigger with the chisel end. That one, and just get a bit of dark. And we'll come up from here. Going to get more realistic shape on this old oak. Bit of shadow there. Alright, well that'll do. And we'll do similar. The bluer colour in here. Similar stuff in here, just a little bit of light stuff, just right, okay. A damp hake. Flatten the hake on your palette. And just if you can. Oh, that'll do. Right. Not a lot of character to that. I'm going to just go in a bit more of that burnt umber and burnt sienna. Well, that'll do. It's not the craziest tree I've done for a while. Right, okay. Put the bird in. Okay, put a mount on it. I think I should put a signature on, shouldn't I? I think it's just about worth one. Hardly shows. I'll tell you what I have got somewhere. Smoothie 77 John gave me this this white Caran d'Ache pencil. It's a bit too wet for it to actually work very well, but I must keep that behind me because I forget I've got that. Right, mount. Oh, there we are. It's the sort of simple one. That's worked quite well. That's the sun lifting out low down. I can't do any better than that with watercolour. Maybe that tree should be a bit thicker. But I'll leave it. I'll let that go and see what you think about it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.